Hey guys, it's your boy Damien. Back again finally for my Dancing with the Stars season 25 review. I apologize, I'm like a whole week late with my review for week one, but some things were happening in my personal life. But I just thought I would do this video and get it out the way, and and obviously I've already seen some of the dances from week two. So, um, so my judgment and I know who went home and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna keep it strictly to what I thought about week one. Okay. So first off, last week we had Terrell Owens and Cheryl starting off, and they had a cha-cha, and they got a 15 altogether, which was right at the bottom of the leaderboard. But unfortunately, beginning of the season, the first dance of the night, you never know where the judges are gonna go, um, and they tentatively get higher as the night goes on. So unfortunately for T.O., first off, first in the night was a bad look for him, but I thought he did a pretty good job. He's a wonderful smile, and he has natural rhythm about him. Uh, his posture was horrible. Uh, I did not. I was like cringing to myself. I was like, "Come on, Theo, get yourself together." Because he's so tall and Cheryl is shorter than him. Um, a lot of those, a lot of guys like that have a tendency to like dance down to the girl, where you should always dance. You should always make the girl dance up to you. Um, Rashad Jennings last season didn't have that problem. He danced as tall as he was. Tio's gonna have to work on that. Um, I thought it was funny that the Landon said he saw the first heel lead in Latin, and the crowd was like, "Yay!" And I immediately knew it was like, no, you don't do heel leads are for ballroom, and you do tour leads in Latin. I've known that for years now. So again, he got a 5 from Carrie Ann, a 5 from Len, and a 5 from Bruno for a 15. I would have given him a 5 too, just to start the night. Um, Next was Debbie Gibson and Alan, and they had a foxtrot. I thought the dance was nice. Um, I did not know about her Lyme disease diagnosis. So during the package, I already felt for her. I felt her story, and I understand why she's doing Dancing with the Stars. She's been feeling, and her energy's been down, and she thought it would be a good experience to, you know, pick herself back up. So that was a very welcomed um, reason for her. Um, she needs to work on her shoulders and her neck. She danced like this, where you need to be free up top. Um, Sometimes I felt very kind of dead faced with her performance, so that's something to work on. But um, a little shout of props to Alan, because I've known Alan for a few years now because he was part of the top 20 on So You Think You Can Dance season 10. I think he made it to top 12. So I've known him for a long time, and I'm very happy that he finally gets a shot as pro on this season. Uh, I miss Sasha. Wish he was a pro, but he's there in the troop all the time. So, he's not like, completely off the show. So that's what I got to say about that. They got a 6 from Carrie Ann, a 5 from Len, and a 6 from Bruno for a score of 17. I would have given them a 6, personally, because I like the routine. Up next, they had Sasha Peterse. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. And Gleb, and they had a cha-cha. Um, I like her personality. She's like a very sweet girl, fun girl. She did say that her parents were ballroom dancers, but that doesn't mean that she dance or can dance. Um, I thought the routine was okay. I needed her to be stronger. Everything was kind of not lackluster, but it was kind of oh, there. Um, she needed to be most powerful, attack the dance more. Um, she needed to be sharper. Um, I would suggest personally if she can, because she's a full figured girl, if she ever gets the opportunity to talk to Amber Riley from season 17 or watch her dances on YouTube, to do that, because Amber Amber came out every week and she like gave you a performance, whether the technique was good or bad. She gave you a performance, and that's where um Sasha needs to focus. Be more attack the dance more. Uh, she got a 6 from Carrie Ann, a 6 from Len, and a 6 from Bruno for a score of 18. I would have given her a 6. Uh, Good start for her, though. Uh, Next, we had Drew Scott and Emma, and they did a foxtrot. Um, I watched Property Brothers. He has a wonderful personality. He's fun. He's he, he's giving you a really nice performance. His footwork was cringy. It was tough. It was really really tough to watch. The 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 footwork. He was kind of like clomping around the floor, and I was just like, I don't. Okay, performance good, technique bad, but he needs to work on his finesse. I thought his upper body was better than his lower half. I would say that, but overall, it was just okay. He got a 6 from Carrie Ann, a 5 from Len, and a 5 from Bruno for a score of 16. I would have given him a 5. Performance again, performance great, technique needs work, but um, I think he's going to be well. Obviously, he was safe tonight, last night, but he needs work. Up next, we had Barbara Cochran. I think that's how you say her last name, and Kia Monsepe, who I love, and they had a salsa. Um, I would say this about Barbara. I don't watch Shark Tank. I've seen clips here or there, but I've never like sat and watched the whole show. Um, I really like her. I think her personality is really fun. Um, it was a fun routine. It was a fun routine for me. I think it was to Money Maker by Ludacris and Pharrell, and it had like gold sharks swimming around the the animation they put in. Really fun. Uh, I thought she needed to be stronger, but I like it. I liked it. It kind of reminded me of Robert Herjavec when he was a Kim. I think that was season 20, 21 or 20 or somewhere around there. Um, it was fun for me, and that's all I got to say about that. Uh, she got a 5 from Carrie Ann, 4 from Lynn, good old Lynn, and a 5 from Bruno for a 14, which was the lowest score of the night. I would have given her a 5 because it was fun. Nothing more to say about that. Up next, we had Jordan Fisher and Lindsay Arnold, and they had a tango. Um, Tied for my best dance in the night. Uh, he's I'm gonna put it all out there. He's probably the best guy of the season. Um, Actually, if ands or buts about it, he's the best. He's the best male celebrity. Um, I loved it. I did say before the season, I was hoping that he would be more of a Riker Lynch than a Cody Simpson. And it's not a shot at Cody. Um, I just back when Cody was on, I felt like um, he would never like fully give over to what the dance required of him. Whereas Riker, like every single week, I saw a different side of Riker. The first week he had jive, he was like rock star. Second week he had a foxtrot with Allison, and it was like a completely different person. So I think Jordan has an advantage with that. Um, he definitely, I thought he led the dance really nicely, or Lindsay gave the impression that he was leading the dance very nicely. And my concern for him, uh, I know he's done. I think he was in Teen Beach movie and Grease Lives. Um, I don't. Fans have this weird thing about somebody having dance experience, like they're so against it, and I'm not one of those people. You know, every season when they do the cast, I like a mix of people. I like the people. You might not have a dance background, but people who can move and have wonderful performance off the top of the week, and they do really good every week. And then they have the people who don't have a dance background, but they go on a wonderful journey every week. You see a different side of them and a different layer. Um, but that's something that's been going on the last, I would say, last 6, 7 seasons, and it is what it is. Can't say nothing more about that. He got a 8 from Carrie Ann, 7 from Len, 7 from Bruno for a score of 22. Um, I was leaning somewhere between a 7 and an 8, because it's the first week and I didn't want to give it all away. Um, Quick side note: a lot of people had issues with the scoring. Thought it was really low, and it was for the most part. I just think week one, I think you can kind of be a little bit more stingy with the scores, because you don't want to give it all away at the beginning. Because again, this show is a marathon; it's not a sprint. Just because you might get a 30 this week, and you might get like a 21 the next week, because each dance is different and each style is different. So a celebrity might do great at ballroom and might not do so great in Latin, or the theme might throw them off, or they might have a slip up somewhere. So the scoring, and I think people um, have an issue with scoring from week to week, or from celebrity to celebrity. It's not, and it's kind of objective. Um, it's based off of Carrie Ann, Len, and Bruno's opinions, and at the end of the day, it's just that their opinions. But it can make or break a celebrity. So that's just what I gotta say about the scoring. Uh, Next, we had Nick, Lachey, and Peter, and they did a cha-cha. Um, Nick is not a natural mover. I thought it was a good job for cha-cha week one. Um, he was stiff, and he needed to be sharper, or like the term I like to use is to like give over to the dance more. Um, I felt very contained, but you know, he did say he was kind of nervous about it, and I just gotta say, Peter Murgatroyd, having a baby in January or so. She looks absolutely amazing. I love her. I'm so happy that she's back. This season is gonna be interesting to see how he progresses. Um, he needs room. He has a lot of room for improvement. But Carrie Ann gave him a 6. He got a 6 from all the judges. I would have given him a 6 too. Um, so he got an 18. Up next was his wife, Miss Vanessa Lachey, and her partner Max Chimerkowski. Um, they had a cha-cha. I really like her, obviously because I'm an '80s baby, but I my teenage years were in the '90s, and I love TRL, and she was a VJ and a host there for a long time, so I know her, and she's been in a few movies, so uh, and I've seen her in a few TV shows. Um, she's really funny. I love her. I love her personality. I love her attitude, and I gotta say the dance was fierce. Um, she, she has what Nick lacks, and that she was giving it to me during the dance. She was she was like giving looks, and her leg action was probably one of the best of the night for the female celebrities. I I really like the dance, and she got a 7 from all the judges for a score of 21, and I would have given her a 7 as well. Um, Side note, might be unpopular, but I personally am not a fan of married couples doing Dancing with the Stars. They've only done it twice. Um, First time was season 21 with Alexa and Carlos Penavega. Um, it sets up a weird dynamic for the season. Like the married couple, they don't want to root against each other, but they want to win. Um, there's something weird about that the dynamic um, that it presents. But you know, from what I heard, um, Nick has Nick has stated very adamantly that he did not want to do the show, but um, Vanessa wanted to do it, and the only way she would probably get to do it was if he signed on. So that's not confirmed, but that's what been going on. That's what I heard going on the web. Next, we had Frankie Muniz and Whitney, and they had a foxtrot. Um, very impressed with Frankie. Um, I know he's been um, having some health issues the last few years. That's why he has not really been in the public eye that much. But I thought this week was really great for him. Um, I thought the choreography that Whitney gave him made him look really great, um, as most celebrities should do. You highlight the celebrity's strengths and maybe hide their flaws. So I thought this was a great routine for them. Um, I'm really looking to see what he does the rest of the season. And he got a 7 from Carrie Ann, a 6 from Len, and a 6 from Bruno for a score of 19. And I would have given him a 6, something, a 6 or 7, depending on how I felt. I really liked the dance for him. Up next, we had my girl, Nikki Bella and Artem Chigvintsev, and they had a tango. Uh, I liked it a lot. She's a really strong girl, a strong personality girl. Um, you know, uh, there were parts of the routine I did feel that she could have let Artem lead the dance, I felt like she was kind of fighting him for position sometimes because she likes to do things on her own. Um, I also did. I don't know what judge said it, but I think it was Len. She was looking down during the dance, and you know that kind of makes her top line come in. If she looks up, it'll give her more neck, and it'll make her carry it better. Um, but she for week one she did a really good job. Uh, the WWE universe is huge. I'm I'm a huge WWE fan. That's how I know her. I watch Total Bellas, I watch Total Divas, so I know her and I know her personality. So um, she she's gonna get a lot of votes just based off of that. Um, so I think she's gonna make it pretty far. We got to see how the season goes, and she got a 7 from Carrie Ann, a 7 from Len, and a 6 from Bruno for a score of 20. Um, I would have given her a 7. Good start, really good start for her. Up next, we had Derek Fisher, NBA player, and Sharna Burgess, and they had a salsa. Um, it's no secret that NBA players notoriously do not do well on Dancing with the Stars. Um, I think Derek's going to break the streak. Um, he he's he came out with a lot of confidence. I did not expect that from him. Um, he was involved in the dance. He was present. He was connected to Sharna. I like the partnership. Um, his upper body was doing some very weird things to me, and even though I appreciated the dance, I was kind of looking at it like, hmm, something's off. But uh, overall, I really like the dance. Um, I think he's gonna make it far. Uh, he got a 6 from all 3 judges for a score of 18, and I would have given him a 6 as well. Up next, we had Miss Victoria Arlen and Val Chimerkowski, and they had a cha-cha. I really like her. Um, Obviously, knowing a little bit of her story, uh, she she is following the path of Amy Purdy, Noah Galloway, Nile DeMarco. Like you, I feel for her. I knowing her story, I feel for her immediately. Um, and that's all you can that's all you can say is like I'm in love with her story. Is that unfair? Because sometimes a lot of people vote just on emotion. They don't care what the dance looks like. It it does set up an advantage for her, but I'm very happy to see her journey. Obviously, because she can't feel her legs, footwork and sometimes pointing her feet might be an issue because she doesn't it doesn't all connected. But uh, I thought this was a great start for her, and Val was very smart in that he kept her really close to him and didn't let her do too much on her own, which is taking a page out of Derek's journey with Amy Purdy. She liked that closeness. I think that's the way to go for Victoria. Um, her smile, she has an effervescent personality off the top, so she's gonna go really far. I really like her. Um, she got a 7 from Carrie Ann, a 6 from Len, and a 6 from Bruno for a score of 19. I would have given her a 7, just based on my little biased personal opinion. Um, I also loved um, I love fringe. I love fringe pants. So that outfit she was wearing was right up my alley. And uh, to hear the story of the why she chose the pink, because her wheelchair was pink, her crutches were pink, and stuff like that. That's added a whole different uh, level to the level to her performance that I lived. And closing the night, week one, was Lindsay Sterling and Mark Ballas, and they had a cha cha. Um, my other favorite dancer of the night. Um, her technique was great. Um, Not perfect, great. Um, they came out really, really strong. She was giving it to me. She was giving the facials. She was giving the looks, and her leg action was uh, beautiful to watch. Um, Something in the package that I saw uh, off the top that made me really excited for this couple is um, she had her violin, and she's like, oh look, because I play violin, I'm pretty good with frame. And she put her bow on. So she put her bow like this, and I could see Mark's creative wheels spinning out of control. So I'm super excited to see what they do this season, and I'm so happy to have my Mark back. I need, you know, sometimes he sacrifices the technique of the dance for the creative, but I don't care. I need it. That's what I feed off of. Because after 20 24 seasons, you need to freshen it up. You need to make it exciting. You need to make it entertaining for the audience in the ballroom and at home. So I'm really happy for them. They got a 7 from Carrie Ann, an 8 from Len, and a 7 from Bruno for a score of 22, which tied them with Jordan and Lindsay for the highest of the night. Um, in closing, overall, I didn't have a lot of problems with the music they chose. It was good, pretty good. Obviously, we're into week 2, and they have 2 dances. Um, they haven't done that since season 21, which is very intense. Monday is ballroom night, and Tuesday is Latin night. So, and a celebrity will be eliminated each night. So, I'm don't know how the season's going to play out, but I'm very excited to watch it, and I'm excited to hopefully do these videos every week. Um, I apologize for how low the volume is. I can't do anything about it right now, but I will work on it as the season goes along. And I want to thank everybody, and I will see y'all again a little later today to review um, night the Monday night show. Okay, talk to y'all later.